10 Life Lessons from Squid Game. Hey everyone, welcome to Brain Amigo. In today's video, we'll be talking about one of the most famous binge-watched TV shows ever. Yes, we're pretty sure you guessed it right by now. It's Squid Game on Netflix. This show has drama, action, mystery, thrill, suspense, and other than being a source of entertainment, Squid Game has hidden wisdom and life lessons that most people tend to miss out on while watching the show. We'll be sharing some eye-opening hidden lessons from Squid Game, so get ready to be infotained. Number 1. Never give up. The very first lesson that the show imparts is the power of never giving up. This show was originally written back in 2009, but was rejected several times for over 10 years. But the writer of the show, Hwang Dong-hyuk, refused to give up. In fact, there was a time when he had to sell his laptop because he did not have enough money to pay for his daily expenses. However, even when he had no hopes left, he continued to believe in himself and ultimately made the show a huge success. This proves that determination and hard work pay off sooner or later. Number 2. Patience is the key. We live in a now time. Instant coffee, instant entertainment, instant dopamine, instant love, instant news, instant everything. The real fruit of your success is in being patient. In a time of instant gratification, having a low time preference is a competitive advantage. If you seek instant solutions, you may forgo the actual meaning of achievement. Gi-Hun taught us that being patient is a virtue. Like a true leader, he felt that giving opportunities to others is the right thing to do, and this saved his life till the end. He was patient, he was willing to sacrifice short-term validations. Number 3. Teamwork is important. Without teamwork, it would not have been possible to survive in Squid Game, and the team which was courageous and united would go on to survive the next round. When many minds meet and plan, the synergy will have its own results. We saw this during multiple instances in Squid Game. In the game of tug-of-war, the team which seemed like a weak one was not weak. They'd strategized various plans from different team members, and this was the reason they survived. During the internal uprising, it was the smart, strong team that survived. We can draw so many similarities from the game to our own lives, both personal and professional. Number 4. Always trust yourself. Even though we tend to have many friends who we think will always be there for us, Squid Game not only showed us the reality of friends, but also taught us that we are our greatest asset and friend. And, in the end, people who we thought as friends can turn their back against us. This was evident when Gi-Hun was sure that Sang-woo was his friend and could count on him for survival, but Sang-woo seemed to have other plans. Number 5. Don't spend beyond your means. Overspending, addiction, fraud, and other poor decisions led to 456 players joining Squid Game out of desperation without knowing its deadly consequences. In the case of player 456, Seong Gi-Hun, he joined the game in an attempt to pay off his debts and be able to support his mother's hospital bills and his daughter. For the sake of money, he toiled through nerve-wracking games and encounters that saw him at the brink of death many times. Overspending or spending beyond your means has serious repercussions. When you chalk up expenditure on your credit card that you're unable to pay off immediately, that can lead to debt accumulation. These consequences are likely to lead to mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, which can snowball into more health problems. So remember to always take stock of your expenses and never spend more than what you have. Number 6. Sometimes it's good to be selfish. Ali's role in the show was very important as it teaches us a much-needed lesson that we all need to know when to be generous and when to think about ourselves first. Ali was always seen as a very kind and innocent person who always stepped out of his way to help others even when it meant to cost his life. But still, he was abused and was used by other participants for their own benefit. This teaches us that no matter how kind or innocent you are, some people will always use you. That's why sometimes it's better to be selfish and to think about ourselves first before blindly helping others. Number 7. Kindness always comes back. Sooner or later, kindness does come back. In the show, Gi-Hun was shown as a reckless person, but as the game proceeded, he developed a sense of kindness towards everyone, which not only helped him in the game, but also helped him to make new, meaningful relationships. and unknowingly in the end, that kindness turned out to be a lifesaver for him. It also taught us that kindness sometimes comes from the people that you least expect, and no matter how tough and hard the world seems to be, an act of kindness can really uplift anyone. Number 8. It's not always bad to go last. The show, in its 5th game, Glass Stepping Stones, displayed a very interesting and important lesson for us. In the game, the players had to choose between pairs of glass tiles as they progressed through the bridge, but Gi-Hun decided to go in the last and got to observe all the participants who went before him, which gave him a pretty good idea of the game and helped him win. Therefore, one should always choose position and timing wisely and learn that being last isn't always bad. Number 9. Not every problem requires the same solution. There are problems and struggles in everyone's life, but not all problems have the same solutions to them, and in order to win in life and keep moving forward, one should always look for alternatives and should sometimes think outside the box. This lesson was displayed during the honeycomb game when all hopes seemed to have disappeared for Gi-Hun when he was left to carve out the hardest umbrella shape. But still, he believed in himself and thought of an innovative idea to melt the umbrella instead of carving it, and ultimately eliminated the risk of losing the game. This shows the power of determination and that no matter the situation, one can win if he or she chooses to think outside the box. Number 10. Money isn't everything. The most important lesson that the show teaches us, which we all know but neglect to follow up, is that money isn't everything. Sure, money is important for survival and for fulfilling our dreams and wishes for a happier life, but it does not always guarantee happiness. In the show, the players were offered a huge amount of money, but it came at the cost of their lives. Players were even forced to kill their fellow participants in order to win the money, and even after winning, it does not guarantee to clear the emptiness and blackness we carry within ourselves. This was clearly seen when Gi-Hun won all the money, but could not make up for the trauma and loss that he suffered. In the end, the show teaches us that it's the meaningful relationships that we make along the way that are what truly matters. So, this is it from our side, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and gained some wisdom out of it. And if you did, then don't forget to like and share, and do let us know about your ideas and thoughts in the comments section. Also, do press the bell icon for any future updates so that you don't miss out on any of our fun, future infotainment videos. Hope to see you in the next video.